This just blew up, my friend. The Buffalo Bills may be poised to make a bold move, the kind that makes headlines across the NFL. And no, it's not about wide receivers. It's something much bigger and involves one of the most respected names in the league. I've got some hot information on the move ESPN is expecting to be the gamble that could change everything, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's being prepared behind the scenes. But hold on, because the news doesn't stop there. Buffalo also just brought in a new reinforcement straight from the Dallas Cowboys after Ed Oliver's injury. Yes, quick move, immediate decision, and I'm going to reveal what that changes on the defense. The Buffalo Bills have a glaring weakness, and it's not at wide receiver, it's at safety. With Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde out of form, Buffalo's secondary has struggled to maintain the consistency that once made it one of the most feared units in the NFL. Rookie Cole Bishop and Taylor Rapp have shown flashes of talent, but the reality is simple. This defense desperately needs of reinforcements, and there may be a high-level solution in sight. Introducing Budda Baker, one of the NFL's best safeties, a 7-time Pro Bowl selection, and a fierce competitor who could immediately stabilize Sean McDermott's secondary. According to ESPN's Ben Solak, the Buffalo Bills need to sign Baker before the trade deadline, and the argument is compelling. Solak points out that Buffalo's defense has been shown to be very vulnerable against long runs and mid-range passes, exposing the team at critical moments. Baker's aggressive style, close to the line of scrimmage, may be exactly what the Bills need to close those gaps. At 29 years old, Baker remains at the peak of his career. He's not just a game changer, he dictates the pace. In 129 NFL games, Baker has accumulated 950 tackles, 48 tackles for loss, nearly 10 sacks, and 7 interceptions. His ability to read the play, attack the ball carrier, and intimidate his reputation as a defensive player has made him one of the most respected safeties in the league. He excels in high-pressure situations, and his presence alone could instantly elevate Buffalo's secondary. The main obstacle? Contractual complications. Baker signed a contract extension with the Arizona Cardinals that makes any trade scenario complex. However, Arizona's season has been disappointing, and the Cardinals may finally be open to trading their defensive star. If Beane can overcome the financial and strategic challenges, a combination of Baker with McDermott's schemes could transform Buffalo's weakest defensive position into one of its greatest strengths. This move wouldn't just be a temporary solution. It could set Tom up for a Super Bowl run. Baker's ability to dominate the field would allow Buffalo to rethink safety rotations, coverage schemes, and even defensive plays, giving the team a flexibility it hasn't had in years. Imagine Baker patrolling the middle of the field, closing gaps, reading the quarterback, and forcing turnovers, all while mentoring younger players like Bishop, so they can reach their full potential. But time is running out. The trade deadline is almost here, and every decision could define Buffalo's season. Will the Bills make a blockbuster trade for Baker, or will the contract and the risk be too high? While the Bills assess whether it's worth making a bold move for Budda Baker, the front office is already making moves behind the scenes, and the first response came quickly. A new signing on the defensive line after Ed Oliver's injury. While the Bills debated the blockbuster signing of Budda Baker, another urgent need arose on the defensive line. During Buffalo's convincing victory over the Carolina Panthers, the team suffered a major blow. Defensive tackle Ed Oliver tore his biceps, a devastating injury that could sideline one of the unit's key players for weeks. In the NFL, roster depth is crucial, and Buffalo didn't hesitate. In a swift response, the Bills signed Tommy Akingbasot, a promising young defensive lineman who was selected in the 7th round of the 2025 NFL Draft by the Dallas Cowboys. Coming from the University of Maryland, Akingbasot may not have the same star power as Oliver, but he brings the characteristics, athleticism, and grit that Sean McDermott's system demands. During his college career, he accumulated 77 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks, demonstrating an instinct for disrupting plays in the backfield and holding the line against both the run and the pass. Buffalo's defensive line has suffered some setbacks in recent weeks, but the arrival of Akingbasot, combined with the returns of Michael Hecht and Larry Ogunjobi after suspension, offers the team more options than ever before. Adding to that the potential recoveries of Daquan Jones and TJ Sanders, the Bills can suddenly rotate their roster with rested and competent players without sacrificing effectiveness. This is crucial for Buffalo in their playoff preparation, where every game counts. What makes this particular signing strategic is its timely and flexible timing. Akingbasot not only replaces Oliver, but also offers a player capable of learning learning quickly, adapting to multiple defensive roles, and even surprising opponents with his specific skills. While Oliver's absence is a setback, the Bills now have a solid and versatile defensive line, ready to absorb the loss without losing momentum. This trade also demonstrates the front office's commitment to maintaining balance on both sides of the ball, with the potential arrival of Baker to develop the secondary and Akingbisot to strengthen the defensive line. Buffalo is methodically addressing weaknesses without losing sight of the future. Each piece added now can have a chain reaction on the defense, making it stronger and more adaptable for the final stretch of the season. And it doesn't stop there. In addition to strengthening the defense, the offense may also gain a new face. One of the Raiders' best wide receivers may be leaving, and Buffalo emerges as one of the most likely destinations. With the Bills bolstering their key defensive needs with the potential arrival of Budda Baker and the addition of Tommy Akingbisot following Ed Oliver's injury, attention now turns to the offense. Despite Buffalo's strong recent seasons, including an AFC East title and good playoff runs, one area lacks a true standout, a wide receiver. That's where Jakobi Meyers could step in. Meyers, the 28-year-old receiver from the Raiders, remains one of the most reliable and versatile receivers in the NFL. Even amidst Las Vegas's struggles under Geno Smith, Meyers has remained consistent, proving to be a threat capable of turning the tide of a game with a single reception. For Buffalo, adding Meyers could be a missing piece to complement Josh Allen, Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, and Dalton Kincaid, giving the offense a dynamic and multi-dimensional passing game that can kick off defenses at all stages of the game. The Raiders' investment in Geno Smith hasn't paid off as expected. With a 2-5 record and Smith throwing 10 interceptions, the most in the league, Las Vegas may become a seller at the trade deadline. If that happens, Meyers will certainly attract interest from several teams, but Buffalo is in a prime position to sign him. The synergy is clear. The Bills' offense thrives on timing, spacing, and chemistry between quarterbacks, areas where Meyers excels. His addition could instantly boost Buffalo's third down disadvantages, red zone efficiency, and explosive play potential. Other teams are also in the running. The Pittsburgh Steelers could use Meyers to complement DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers, strengthening their already competitive AFC North roster. Meanwhile, the Denver Broncos could benefit from Meyers as a rotational receiver behind Courtland Sutton and Marvin Mims Jr., but the fit may be more limited. Buffalo's system, however, would allow Meyers to contribute immediately as a primary target in critical situations, something Pittsburgh and Denver might not be able to guarantee. The addition of Meyers wouldn't just be a short-term boost, it could redefine Buffalo's identity. Imagine Allen with a reliable and explosive target who can consistently stretch the field, relieve pressure on Shakir and Kincaid, and create improvements for opposing secondary defenses. The potential for strategic plays at crucial moments is enormous. The Bills' management has already declared urgency and creativity with defensive moves, and now a strategic addition to the offense could be the difference. Combining the possible arrival of Baker, the reinforcement of Akingbisot, and Meyers' dynamic skill set, Buffalo could truly assemble a roster built to contend for the Super Bowl, balanced, deep, and ready for the championship. With Budda Baker reinforcing the secondary, Tommy Akingbisot covering the defensive line, and Jakobi Meyers adding firepower to the offense. Which of these signings excites you the most, and who would you like to see in Buffalo first? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Buffalo Bills news.